To begin, we're going to click on a blank slide or a basic slide, and we're just going to get rid of all of this text. So just click on the text box and delete. Now we have a blank canvas to start on. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to go up to Media, and we are going to choose a photo. So I'm just going to scroll through my pictures. I'll just click on the first one I see. And we have imported a photo of yours truly. Now we're going to get rid of the background. So click on Image and go to Instant Alpha. Hold down the Shift and left click and start dragging until the purple fills the entire background. And try to be careful enough so that it gets as close to the edge of your subject without the purple spilling over into the face. Yep, let go and then just hit enter, and in a matter of just a few seconds, your background is gone. And so now you have a transparent subject to work with. Now let's change the background color. We're going to go down to the gradient fills and we are going to choose blue. And you can mess around with this, but just for simplicity's sake, easy for me to say, we're choosing a blue gradient. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our YouTube play button. So obviously you're going to choose a, I guess they call it a squared circle. And you're going to round it out until it kind of sort of looks like a play button. And let's go ahead and put a line around this button. I usually like to put a white line around my icons like that. And the actual play icon, the triangle, we're going to put that right in the center and line it up. We're going to go to Arrange, and down to Rotate and Angle, we're going to type in 270. And this will rotate it to the right. And then you can just play around with the size of your play button until you get it perfect, or as close to perfect as possible. And we can also work on the shadows. So let's do a drop shadow for this button. So we're going to change the angle of the drop shadow, the offset, we're going to set it to about 16, the blur to about 26. And here's our play button. Not too shabby. It may not look exactly perfect, but people will know what it is. Let's go back to our subject. I'm going to put a line around myself. And you'll see this a lot of times in YouTube thumbnails. And this is pretty easy to do in Keynote. You can, of course, adjust the thickness. Now let's go back to that play button. We're going to group this. So you hold Shift and you select both shapes and then you hit Group. And now the shapes are all grouped into one icon. And here you are. We've got our YouTube play button. Let's add some text to this thumbnail. We are just going to call this YouTube thumbnail. Highlight the text. And we're going to go up here to Caption. We're going to change this to Title. And then we're going to want to change this to the font. Let's change it to Impact. How about that? And then we're going to go to this gear shift, which is right here. We're going to go to Outline. We're going to click on that. We're going to change the outline color. We're going to change it to white and keep it at 1 point. Or no, let's go to 3. That looks really good, I think. And here you are. This is basically your YouTube thumbnail. Easy to create in Keynote. As you can see, it took us about 5 minutes and we're done. And now to save this, you just go to Export To. You're going to export it to an image. You got several options. You got a JPEG high quality. You also have a JPEG smaller file size just in case this is too big to upload. And you got PNG and TIFF. And of course, if you have any transparency in your thumbnail, you'll want to choose one of those. And then we're just going to save it to whatever directory. We're going to give it a name, of course. Let's give this a great, unique name. We're going to call it YouTube Thumbnail. I hope you heard my sarcasm in that. Hit export. And folks, we are done. We have just created a YouTube thumbnail for our video. Now you just upload it when you're uploading your video and you're good to go. Hope you enjoyed this.
Want to support this channel? Please visit my swag store and purchase some Gregory Sykes swag today. Each purchase helps support me so that I can bring you more of the content you need to be successful at YouTube. You can visit the store by clicking on the link within my YouTube channel header or head over to gregorysykes.net and clicking on the store link there.